Welcome to a Big Show Entertainment Network special event. Super Dave Raines and the Big Show here at Regal Cinema, Colorado Center, IMAX number 9, United Artists Dave and Buster's.
Same place we saw Aquaman.
Yeah, exactly. On North American premiere night for Captain Marvel, or as some people might say, Captain Marvel. So I'm here with Dustin James from Generally Nerdy, and as you know, I'm your man, Super Dave Raines, and we are really excited about this movie, even though there's some things that have gone on that have kind of started a little bit of a firestorm on social media. We'll get into that in just a second. But first, I want to talk to you about who is Captain Marvel. Who is Carol Danvers? We know that she appeared in Marvel Superhero number 13, but as the first show. But people really don't know a lot about this character as they know about Wonder Woman.
Right.
So, what do people need to know? What do people need to watch out for? Can you kind of explain who she is?
So, I honestly don't read a whole lot of Captain Marvel, but Carol Danvers she's part human, so she started life on Earth, so that's going to factor heavily into the movie. Now she's fighting for I want to make sure I get the race proper. The Skrulls, or she's fighting against the Skrulls, rather. She's fighting for the Kree. That's why I always get those two races mixed in my head, and I apologize. But so she's fighting for the Kree, and she's fighting against the Skrulls.
So Skrulls are the bad guys. And you're a Kree, a race of noble warriors?
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes.
The Skrulls are a major player in the Marvel Universe, so it's really awesome that they're finally introducing them into the MCU. That's going to be the biggest contribution of this movie, I think, is the Skrulls, and then we have the potential for the Skrull invasion. They could play that, and that's how they could recast a lot of their characters. And now that a lot of contracts are coming up, and aside from that, she's just an OP kind of badass, to coin a phrase. She's got a lot of power that she gets from the Kree, and I think the biggest challenge of this movie is going to be to show a story arc for the character. Carol Danvers starts off not knowing what's going on, and then by the end of things, when she really comes into herself, she's again OP. She's really super powered. Right. And from what I've heard so far, we're coming in after that journey has already come to an end. So that's kind of where we are as far as story goes.
Right. So this is actually the end of a phase for Marvel.
Yes.
And from what I understand, Captain Marvel is the same race as Ronin. Is that correct? Are they different?
I'm pretty sure they're different. Okay. But I think because she's, like I said, she's half human. Right. So she does have human. So the other half, though, again, I don't read a whole lot of Captain Marvel, so that part I could be misremembering. That the other half could be the same race as Ronin. I think that might be accurate.
All right, I'm going to get back into it because we're all right. So we're talking about Ronin. We're here on North American premiere night for Captain Marvel, and we've only got a few more minutes because we're about to see this movie. So I want to get into the controversy.
Right. So,
I'm going to set this up for a second.
Have at it. Yeah.
So when I started Super Dave Raines and the Big Show, and I conceptualized it back in 2013, early 2014. I came up with a motto for Super Dave Raines and the Big Show, and it's called Own the Love. And the reason I did that is because during Batman v Superman, I was so upset at how bad that film was. I told the movie makers, the movie studios, that you may own the rights to make the movies, but it's we the fans that own the love of the characters. We built it, and you owe it to us to get it right. So with that being said, I feel the same way about this controversy with Brie Larson.
Right.
Brie Larson, you're an actress, a very not well-known actress, and you're
She did win an Oscar.
okay. That's fine, but that's no excuse.
True.
For you to upset the apple cart in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which has been going on for a long time. So my personal opinion is you need to keep it to yourself. And we own the love of this, and we do not want politics in our entertainment. I don't care if it's left, right, or middle. So kind of explain what you think about this whole thing.
Would I understand the controversy, or just kind of
the controversy and then
Okay.
your thoughts on it.
So the controversy actually started a movie ago for Brie Larson, because that's when she made the comments about how the interview pools for all of the media outlets, all of the people who are interviewing her, she's noticed that most of them were white men, and she took issue with that, and so she's started this push to have non-white males interview her. And that has bled into Captain Marvel. And then she's gone on record recently as saying that this is her feminist vehicle to push the agenda. I'm totally paraphrasing here, so don't quote. This is not an exact quote, but so that's been the agenda. Is this movie is a feminist movie, and it's not for men, especially not white men. That's been the controversy, and that's been the thing that people have been taking issue with. Now that the movie has released, we can see if it stands on its own merits, because I don't care if it's a feminist movie. I really could care less. What I care about is if it's a good movie, if there is actual progression for the character, if we see an actual story arc, or if Carol Danvers is one person at the beginning of this movie and that exact same person at the end of this movie, then it's not going to be a great movie.
Right, and I would agree. And the controversy was over A Wrinkle in Time. I'm a black man, and I thought the movie Wrinkle in Time was terrible.
I honestly saw like 5 minutes of it and was like, nope, I'm not finishing this.
Yeah, exactly. So, we just don't want it. That's just the bottom line. We don't want the politics. Just we want a good movie. Play your part. You're one character in an expansive universe. Okay, we're talking about how many films now since we started with Iron Man?
17 films. This will be 18, I believe. And then it's been going for like 20-something years, I think is the count.
18 films, 20 years. You don't have the right to come in and blow things up like this. Keep it to yourself. We don't really care. So we're going to wrap this up because we're about to go see Captain Marvel. It's North American premiere night. We're in Denver, the 5280. We are at Regal Cinema, Colorado Center, and IMAX 9. United Artists, Dave and Buster's. I want to thank Brad, the general manager, for having us up. Just so excited for the partnership that we're about to, sign on with these guys. So for Dustin James from Generally Nerdy, rocking the shirt. I'm Super Dave Rains, and we'll catch you after the movie for our lightning reaction.
Now we got to go catch some concessions because my tummy is empty, and I'm sure yours is too.
Yeah, me too.
So we got to hit concessions in before we hit the movie. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right.
We can't do this alone. We need you.
I'm not what you think I am.